I'm switching over to this shit. Cause fuck my phone, man. I can't switch the phone live over to this, so I don't know if you can even find me. But it'll be better over here. If you want to still chat, I'll leave this open for a minute. See if you come in. Um, I'll leave a message for TWiz. Hopefully you can find this. I did want to take the fucking phone over and show you all my mics I have. Because I have all this shit. I have a cabinet full of shit. I have more of these speakers, those M series I was telling you. YouTube is saying engage your audience. Fuck you. How can we improve YouTube? Blow me. I'm gonna put this back in there. I'm waiting. I have to go over there and I'll tell you. It takes a minute just to even get 1% on that fucker. Hopefully you make it over here, then I have to go back. All kinds of shit be falling out of this PV case though. Damn. Yeah, my buddy had a PRS. If you're on here, that I played, and it was the alto, whatever you call it. Like, anyway, we used to tune that down to C, and do the fucking open tuning at C, and it was just, and we threw the line 6 Bogner, you know, that was sick badass, dude. Okay. Now we'll try my phone again, we'll go. Son of a bitch phone. It won't charge. So, yeah, the Bogner is badass, but it keeps having the same problem. All the amps have a bad DSP board. So, it's a tube amp, but it's got all the line 6 bullshit. Fucking disco light shit. And, that the effects board that is on it, the PC board, keeps going out. And I had one my buddy gave me, and he won it in a contest, and he won it in a contest. Hold on, let me try to get you guys back. I got the fucking brightness all the way up, which probably isn't fucking helping, or the battery saver on. Where is that bitch? Battery saver. Nope, can't do it. Eye protection, that might help. Anyway, let me fuck with this. Nobody here yet? Okay. Shit. Yeah, I've... Baby, come back! Okay, so, guys, switch over to I have another live stream going. If you want to keep chatting, because I was telling you a story about my Bogner, Jeff H. I've had a couple Bogners, and my buddy had the PRS or whatever. But I'll wait for you to get into the chat on the other page if you're gonna come on. Can you? Is anybody there? Yeah, you're there. Hey, mama. Yeah, I have that other chat going on. If you can see it, good luck finding anything on my fucking page. But I have it live right now. It's a Vandal. It's the Vandal. This phone might die again, and it's driving me crazy having to hold this fucker. But yeah, Jeff, if you want to switch over to that other live, if you can find it, I'll wait. I got the chat up, and we can go in there, and I can show you more shit. Can you guys switch over to that? Do you see it? I had your page pulled up, Jeff, and right as I fucking went to play it, my phone died. So that's why I want to just fucking cut the bullshit and go to that fucking thing. Let me see. There's your page. And you said it was what called? Um, what's it under? Oh, playlist. Is it under playlist? You said. Damn, I can't. I can't see the old chat now. I fucking deleted that shit. Oh, that's a cool little header thing. I like that. Yeah, I have a pair of shorts, like camo shorts. I was wearing them the other day, actually, like the white camo shorts. But I used the guitar pick for the button. I replaced the button because it fell off because I was getting fatter when I gained all this weight. I fucking replaced the button with a guitar pick. I was thinking about starting a line of clothes, you know, because we have all the fucking cargo pants and shit with buttons all over. You put guitar fucking picks all over them. Then you look like a cool guitar player, right? So wait, I forgot what the fuck. Yeah, I think you said playlists. YouTube, my friend, Koberger Hearings. You said it was called some shit. There's a band picture of the musician. God damn it. Alright. You either come in here or you don't. I'm in this one. If you can find it. It's going, it's me. Let me put the link. Can I share this? What the fuck? How can I do this? You can't do shit in this OSP shit. It's garbage. Hopefully you guys come in here. I hope you do. Because I don't want to do this fucking phone thing. I'm over it. Next time I open that phone, I'm going to fucking end that live. Meow. Where's the cat? Cat. Meow. They should have a guitar player on here. Where is this shit? There's a guitar. They have a guitar, but no guitar player. You can tell. There's the guitar. I'm just like sitting here doing emojis to myself. Ah, fuck. You should see how many fucking keyboards. No, I'm not here. It's not me. You guys should see how many fucking keyboards I have. I don't even use my bedroom. I just pretty much crash at the couch here. And under my bed, I have like 50 stands. I guess I should probably wait till Jeff. I need to get a drink real quick. Hold on one second. I'm gonna wait till Jeff comes in. Hopefully he'll make it. How was it hard to find the fucking live? Like YouTube would just suck my asshole, dude. Like, why are they such dicks? I'm not quiet. Are you quiet? I'm not quiet. Am I quiet? I'm never quiet. Oh, maybe it's because I had that open. Maybe I switched. You're fucking with me, dick. That's all it was. Yeah, you can see. There's Jeff. All right, cool. Yeah, this one's better. Now you can see my harps. That's those. That's that one. This is the Fender, I think. But I was talking about my Bogner, Jeff. Yeah, I know you're addicted. You gotta be close to the mic. I know. Yeah, if when it was over there, it's quiet. It's a replica of the C30 or whatever the fucking Samson is, and I can bust that one. I'll bust that out in a second. But it's the USB version, so it's just a crap mic. It's actually got a large diaphragm, but I was starting to tell TWiz about, or I was just talking the oh shit, my Bogner, and I'd walk in there and grab it and show it to you. But you know, Line 6 Bogner, it's a Bogner with and I always say that Bogner was fucking really regretted making that partnership with Line 6 Yamaha because all of them broke, and they had all it is just a bad DSP board, but you would get it had an LCD readout. It does have gain. Do I need it? Well, it has like a minus 10 decibel. Is that better? Am I too close? But that's with the plus 10, and that's minus 10. And then this is a different cardioid pattern right here. This makes it different. You have the TLM 193. Wow, that's pretty dope. You know what's funny about the Neumanns? You ever heard of Blue microphones? I'm sure you've heard of Blue. You know the Blue, the baby bottle, and then whatever the fuck that red one. Turn it up. No, that's as well now. Now it's as high as it'll go. Get off your fucking bed and turn the TV up, bitch. Nobody else can play. With the plus 10, yeah, this better? Okay. Oh, fucking USB C. That's what Jeff was laughing because the thing my camera's taped to is a blue snowball. Yeah, you know blue. So, blue microphones in the 40s and 50s. Yeah. Now I want a fucking snow cone, you bastard. Watch one of these chicks jump in here. Kiki, where's Kiki at? You tell her to come. She's like had to shut it down early. The line 6 Bogner, and I guess the G is silent in Bogner. If you ever heard that joke before. Anyway, so what do you call it? The DSP boards where the effects are. It's a tube amp combined with the disco lights of a fucking line 6 amp. Yeah, Meg P, that's your girl, right? Fuck yeah, I want some. Stop, bro. I haven't had sugar in a week. I'm probably down 15 pounds as of today. I'm starting to tighten up too, man. I think half of me being a fat ass was my liver was swollen. Like, you know how alcoholics' livers get swollen? From all the fucking sugar I eat. I mean, if I get a fucking pack of Bear Claws, the bitches are gone in a minute. Shit, I can't control it. But anyway, the Bogner is the nice Bogner tube regular amp, and then they add the bullshit line 6 shit with all the disco lights, but it's got an LCD stop. Yo, gross. It's got the LCD readout, you know, the old school before they had the new shit they have now. And I have the line 6 one that's like, God, what's the name of that one where it's the PA and the effects are built into it. And it's like $1,500. You know which one I'm talking about. I have the foot pedal of that, the first one, not the second one, not the Halo or whatever the second line 6 one was, which is pretty cool. Mine's cooler, but it has a cracked screen, so I'm gonna take it to the guy and fix. It's another one of my projects. So it stopped working after I got it working with some fader lube and shit and clean it out, and then I was gonna give it to my buddy, and I put more just in case. I put more fader lube on the bitch, and it stopped working. I think he dropped it, and he lied to me and fucking whatever. But I don't have the actual wall wart for it, and it's a weird 3.5, 9 volt or 12 volt power supply. So when it's 9 volt, 3.5, and it's really hard to find. Actually, you know, as long as you can always go over on the voltage, but I don't know, something, maybe the barrel connector's not the right size, but it just lights up white now. But the fucking sounds in that thing were dope. The problem I have with effects units and pre's and shit is the feedback. So when I had the Steve Vai Legacy 412, and I had the Mesa Boogie the diamond plated one, whatever the fuck that was, the supposedly heavy metal amp, and I didn't need any effects with that, but with the Bogner either. But then the Bogner broke because the DSP went bad. It gets the black screen of death on the LCD, you know. So it's the one amp I broke. Well, that summer was super hot. It was 10 times hotter than this summer in Florida, and we had just put all our shit in the studio, and so my buddy got the Bogner Line 6 winning for free in a contest, for sales contest, and he never used it. And so that year was the first time we were using it. And then his Line 6 Bogner broke, and I was able to fix that when it turned out there's two. And believe it or not, it's never a fuse. When you go to everybody's like, oh, it's probably just a fuse is broken or burned out in the amp. But it's never the fuse. But in this case, on the Bogner Line 6, it happened to be the high energy fuse that's inside of the amp itself. So you have to actually take the head apart, and then you find out, and just watch out, don't touch any capacitors. You find out that there's another tube in there, or fuse in there. So I replaced his fuse, and it worked. And then he had a fucking tube go out, and they use Sovtech tubes, which we couldn't get. And I didn't want to have to buy us the amp and shit. So I gave him the tubes out of my Line 6 because that one had broken. And it had the black screen of death. And I couldn't figure out how to bring it. And it might have been the high energy tube in that one. I never did that. But I ended up taking a fucking amp apart and trying to solder. I thought I saw like a burnout on one of the transistors. And I soldered it with my giant ass soldering iron. It's like this thick pencil screwdriver size soldering gun. And I fried I burned right through the DSP board, the PC board. And so yeah, and eventually he asked for that back, and it was all pieces and all I'd given him one of the Sovtech preamp tubes, but all the tubes were gone because I left him at the studio, but I still had the head and pieces and whatever pieces I had were in like a cigar box, and I just sent it over to him. He's like, I'm gonna send it back to Yamaha and get a new one. I'm like, good luck with that. They don't even fucking... Because after a while, it's just like Apple. They don't support shit. Fuck them motherfuckers. Line 6. Yeah, I need to get the one with the temperature control. Because that's the problem when I was trying to fix this one. I have you have to get the leaded solder. I'm sure you know. And then it actually helps a little bit if you get that little pasty shit that you... And I wanted the shit right then that... You know what I'm talking about, the pre-lube you put on the wires or whatever. God, what's it called? Before you solder, actually helps a little bit. It'll help protect the device, anyway, or the potentiometer or whatever you're soldering. But especially with the little wires, because it's just tiny little fuckers. And I don't know why they didn't all have like DIN connectors and just made it fucking easy, starting in 1985. But it's like, fuck, you know, you always had to take your guitar. And I had a guy charge me $150. Yeah, I got the good, well, you can get silver solder, but silver solder is a really high melting temp. And it's flux. That's what I was saying. The flux is already in it. But they say, you know, I had to order the leaded solder from Amazon because that unleaded solder is garbage. It just fucking melts at nothing, especially with the 400-degree soldering iron, just unable to change the temperature. So I was always constantly having to dip it in water. And so, anyway, I got the jack. I broke the fucking jack. Because if you see the way that thing's plugged in, I don't know if your daughter had the same exact model or whatever. But, you know, you end up... I reversed the jack, but it eventually just broke anyway. They give you those gold brass jacks or whatever. And eventually just the whole fucking jack broke. And I'm able to solder the wire on there. But it's getting shorter and shorter because, you know, I'm fucking up his little fucking pickup wires coming out of that bitch. Flux. Oh, yeah, flux. It's like this paste, right? And you put it on the wire or whatever before you solder it. Usually if you use unleaded solder, it's in that solder, supposedly, but it's better that you put the paste on first, and it'll help raise the temperature of the thing so that the solder will have time to melt. But get the leaded solder. It's I mean, I breathe it in all the time, well, which is great. But you know, mercury and lead are not as bad for you as they said. The reason that they took the lead paint off the market isn't like asbestos. I wonder about asbestos too, but it's not because little Johnny was eating paint chips. It's because that and lead that they use like when you use an X-ray are the only things that can block the surveillance devices. There I go with my tin hat. But this is the only thing that can block your surveillance device from being able to hear and see into your house. Like, you know, if you put an AM radio in your window, that used to be able to stop the listening devices a little bit because of the vibration on the window. It would scramble it. But the leaded paint, if you can get that, paint your house with it. And then they can't. They have devices now that just see right through your house. and they can just see what you're doing and where you're at and everything. Um, dude, don't get me started on that fucking Back to the Future wormhole, because I will jump in that bitch. I've been watching so many of the theories and shit. It's crazy, dude. First of all, you'll get this one. The how many times in all three? I haven't seen the third one, believe it or not. I want to have like a watch party, and I'd like to have real humans there. But, with people online, I think it'd be dope. I don't know if I'd get a copyright strike on the music of it or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Well, flux, yeah, they must have just taken a science word. A capacitor it's a battery that just temporarily holds your charge so that you don't have fluctuations in your voltage, because it's called their waves frequency. Frequency means the how often that the electricity hits something. That's frequency. I haven't. Yeah, I've seen the first. I saw them all, the first two in the movies, but wait, I haven't seen the second one. I saw the third one. The second one I haven't seen. Like, I've seen it. I don't remember parts of it. But everybody talks about that one now. The third one was so bad that I could have given a shit. Plus, I kind of grew out of it. The third one sucked so bad that I could have given a shit about missing the second one. I think that's when I found Girls, like right when the second one came out. But in all three movies, there's times when Doc saves, whatever the fuck Michael J. Fox's name in that was, from dying. Like when he's getting chased in the second one by Biff through the tunnel, Doc lowers this flag rope at the last second and pulls him up just before Biff hits him. And they ask the question, like, how many times did Michael J. Fox's character actually die before before Doc was able to save him? And then obviously Doc broke his vow by reading what Marty had written him about the terrorists shooting him. And there was a couple more examples of, like, how many times did Marty actually die in the movie, and they had to go back, or Doc had to go back and figure out how to save him. I don't know. One of them was Marty had to go back and save Doc from getting run over by the train, I think, when he was, whoever the lady was he was dating in the Western one. He got killed by the train, but at the last second, Marty comes and saves him. So how many times did he die? I like that theory a lot. There's a lot of them out there, I know, but they also talk about how it's an incest movie, and that's why I think Disney didn't pick it up, because it's him in love with, or his mom in love with him, and they kiss and all that shit, which is a funny thing, which is true. Like the biggest movie, made about incest. But, yeah, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. I guess I just did. The other theory I like that's kind of a conspiracy thing is well, it's amazing that he pulls him up with that, because, those flag, they hang him over used car lots, that he saved him with. Those things will break, just pull him apart with your hands. So how the fuck did he actually save Marty with it? Bullshit. The other theory you'll like this is you never see your neighbors unloading their groceries. And I've seen my friends at the grocery store almost every time I go. When I go to the Walmart or, whatever local store. I'll see somebody I fucking know, somebody, people don't even remember their names, whatever. But you never see your neighbors unloading their... And that used to be such a big deal when we were kids, Mom's home. Come on, load the groceries, whatever. And fucking, fuck you. Why you ruin my theory, bro? Well, how many shots did it take to make it? You can break those flag thing. Anyway, you never see. Everybody else liked that theory. Um, what else? I was gonna show you. I also have those Samsons, and I'm gonna try to move my camera without shutting it down. It's very these little Samsons. They're also M series, and that Marshall has the white Tolex like the ZZ Top Tolex. But it's actually just a Bluetooth speaker, and it's just like that Mustang was right there. It lights up, and you can actually get some audio out of it through the aux in and the headphones. But otherwise, it's no sound out. And so I'm going to take it over to that guy. I'll probably be $100 to fix it again. And then right below the Marshall, that's actually a Tascam subwoofer. And that goes with those M30s, and I run everything through that. And I'll play your guitar solo in a second through there. And then I wanted to show you this. You kind of see it. It's one of those iPod things, those gimmicks they had when you had the iPad, whatever the iPhone was before the iPad, and you put that in there and it plays the radio. But it had an 1/8-inch jack for auxiliary, and so I was able to make it so that you could plug the guitar into it. So I use that and it actually has its own little tone to it. It's not fuzzy or anything. It has a nice tone with these maybe these higher tech speakers. And then you can see the littlest of bows, that little orange thing. And then over there, if I move too much, I'm gonna fuck this up. Yeah, I got no more slack. Just below it, you see the power supply thing with the orange lights, and then below that is that PV tube preamp. And it's just a lot of feedback. Like I was saying, the Bogners broke, and the Mesa Boogie rectifier, the rectifier head that I had with the it's got the built-in speakers, and so I can plug and I didn't even have a guitar amp for a while because I kept selling everything, and so I was playing through that, and you got the aux in, and it sounds good. I have a little. Where's that fucker? You'll like this thing. My buddy has the best one. It's a little plug-in effect, and it's like a headphone amp. But it's got the chorus and the distortion and shit built in. I have a crappy one that actually I can connect it to the car speakers in my car, and I can go somewhere and just jam out. And that's what we used to do at the studio. Like we would just like go outside and chill and have a cigarette or whatever, and play the guitar through the Bluetooth, or I'd have my little effects driven, and it's a little box that plugs right into your jack, and then that one had a headphone out, and I switched it. It was battery powered, but I soldered a 12 volt or a 9 volt power supply to it, so that I could switch back and forth between battery or electric. That was as far advanced as I got in science. And so that Warmoth or the Warm. Have you heard of Warm Audio? Yeah, I'll pull that fucker out in a second. You've heard of Weird Audio, right? They got the LA-210 clones and shit like that. I had it was a copy of the Neumann, the one everybody has. The fucking, the one next to headphones, that's the Tascam sub. And Jeff and I were talking about his buddy had the Tascam. Back in the day, like, all we had was cassettes. You've never heard of Warm Audio? Wow, that's amazing. Because they had, like, the Sputnik, the one, it was a Neumann with its own power supply. And it had the 12AX7 or whatever built into the mic. And I loved that fucking mic. It was red and black. And it sounded so fucking good. It was actually really hot. So I had to put it in another room with the drums and shit. Like, because I would just use it as a room mic when we were writing songs and shit like that. But yeah, no, TWiz, that's... Here, let me shine the light over there and I'm going to grab a couple mics. And I'll show you guys. those things. I had to fix it, but it's a little sub, and it kicks ass for these little speakers. These are like little Bluetooth speakers, and these things are fucking awesome. And my buddy used to sell them all the time, and I'm like, why the fuck do you sell people garbage like that? And he's like, they're really good. I have them. And I never believed him until I got them, and then this is that Marshall, and you can see, it's just a. It looks just like an amp, but it's a Bluetooth speaker. So I had to get that fixed by the guy. That's the one project I have left that I wasn't able to fix. I think I have maybe one more, and then I have the 48 channel Yamaha board, and it's cool because it's got the console in the middle, and then all the inputs are on the sides. So you have a 32 channel or 48 channel, whatever. The pre's are fucking amazing in that thing. And then I have the M Audio Project Mix. I have a Tascam. I have a badass Tascam mixer, and it actually has built-in effects. That's out on the patio. And then I was telling you I have the custom. It's a custom 412 cabinet. I know you can barely hear me, but it's a custom 412 cabinet that my buddy brought me the other day. And that's fucking badass. Totally vintage, man. I can't wait to plug that thing in. Type in Warm Audio, though. You can actually do a tour of their factory, and it's some serious shit. They're in Austin, Texas. Let me get the fucking, check this out. This is that thing, and then it has the green thing for the, like it's supposed to be like on a computer for the green one, you know, for an aux in for a microphone, and then it also has that black one's an aux out, so you can actually go in and out without even using the speakers, you know, and it lights up cool. It's got the little antenna and shit with the little white ball in the end. So for, you know, and then it's just got I call it the mixer cables, you know, the 2-prong bitch. So that's like an amp. That's fun as fuck. Let me see. Okay, here's all my other harps right here. This is the whole collection of all my harps. You can see those bitches. I play a lot. I play more solos on the harp now when I play with people than I do. But I have somebody's supposed to be my partner coming up. I have literally like probably 40 pairs of headphones, and they're all brand new. Because I was telling you before, the drum people would take the cables, Megami cable, whatever it was, 1/4 inch speaker, microphone, fucking, and just throw it in a pile in the back, and it got to be spaghetti, right? So I figured out all you have to do with the spaghetti is I would take it out in the parking lot. If you can hear me, I'll get back on the mic in a second. But fucking, all you have to do with the spaghetti cables, it was literally like this giant fucking thing, and you just take it and you put it in the parking lot and start throwing it up in the air, and they just start fucking unraveling. And then after a while, you got boom. And so I had 2 of those Christmas bins full of cables. And now with the price of cables, like a fucking 5-foot cable is $39. I'm like, holy shit! I have 2 bins full, and half of them are Megami. I've got like $1 million worth of cables right now, you know? Hold on, let me show you this mic. I don't fucking know. I don't know where that mic. I don't know where those mics are. But I had one I wanted to show you. Yeah, the spaghetti, dude. And so, I just emptied those from the fucking back. I'm like, holy shit, I got every cable. And then I lost them all in the studio when I lost the studio because they locked the door on me. Because I was paying every quarter, for the studio. I mean, that's just, I was supposed to pay by the month, but the guy was really fucking cool. And he let me pay every quarter. And then his asshole fucking partner took over, this drunk guy. And he fucking put a note on my door and changed the lock. And I had like my slot machine and my fucking half my headphones and 812 or 810 Fender cabinet, a what was that? A Triton keyboard. I had 4 keyboards in there. Luckily, I saved my Techniques keyboard. Which Techniques, I had one that I sold like an idiot. Some old man couldn't get it to work all of a sudden one day. I'm like, sometimes the power cables go bad, sir. Let me see if I can fix it for you. No. I just want the Yamaha, something new. And so I walked it out to his car for him, put it in his car. He said, here, you want this old one? And it was a fucking little baby fucking Techniques. And I hadn't played keyboards in a long time. It was a little 25 key. And had built-in speakers and all that shit. I was like, okay, whatever, I thought it was just some piece of shit. Dude, that fucking thing sounded so good. The drum sounds on it were dope and fucking, you name it. The keyboard sounds were killer. And I used to fuck with that thing all the time. And then I didn't even know what it was worth. I don't know what it's worth to this day. I can't find it. I would buy another one right fucking now if I could figure out what model it is. There's probably not even another one out there. It is like one of a kind. And I took it to the pawn shop, bro, because I needed fucking money. And they're like, what do you want for it? I'm like, 400? They're like, they fell all over themselves. They're like, we can give you 400 for it. My fucking face froze. So I don't know. I miss it so fucking much that I almost, if it's not something like a fucking killer Yamaha or something, I don't even want to play keyboard anymore. Because it's like, that one's just so, it was so fun. My mom fucking even loved it. And she's really good on playing the piano. She's awesome at that shit. And so she never will listen to my music ever. She walks out of the fucking room when I start playing. Because she's a serious musician, but I don't know. What I was going to show you the fucking mic. Oh, it's in the cabinet where I can't get to it right now. I've got fucking box. I have like 4 PAs. The other mixer I have, dude, bro, Jeff, I have the Yamaha V mixer, I think it's called. And it has built, it's more of a mix of an effects unit than it is. It's a mixer. It's a 12 channel, but it's got the effects built into it. And it sat in my buddy's girlfriend's dad was a musician back in the day in California, and he had shit that he left them, and they put it in a warehouse, and it sat in there for 10 years collecting dust with all this shit. They had drum sets and all this shit. And I helped her move it out one day. I said, just give me this mixer for helping you. And this motherfucker, I dusted it. Before I turned it on, I fucking took the can in the air stuff and then fucking blasted the shit out of it. But before I fucking put it back together, I ran out of deoxin. That shit's $30. And I have a can now. But I haven't gotten to deoxin it before I put it back together. But I listened to it after I blew it out, and I sucked it out with the vacuum. That's my trick. I suck it out with the vacuum first. Suck out all the input jacks. I'll take all this, the nuts off and suck out all the potentiometers with the vacuum. Just the household vacuum. You can put that little attachment on it so it's like a little slit. I've even used tape and shit before. And it'll suck out all the fucking air. Okay, yeah, wait, let me finish. But, that thing fucking sounds, the effects on it is like, you sound like Ozzy Osbourne. And it's just preset effects. The Tascam has effects. And also, but anyway, I'm going on and on about my shit. Yeah, good night, man. TWiz, you still there, dude? You still rocking? Thanks for coming by, Jeff, man. I'm glad we got a chance to talk and I got to show off all my shit to somebody at least. But I'll talk to you probably tomorrow or whatever. I guess probably TWiz passed out finally. I think everybody had a rough day, so I'll shut it down. You guys are dope. Thank you very much for listening, as my friend always says. Oh, you're gonna hang. What time are we at right now? What time is it there? You're okay. You're definitely at 12:15. I'm assuming right now. I have to at some point shut it down because I gotta go. I have to do my homestead exemption. I might have 1 day left, and if I don't do homestead exemption, I have to pay. True, yeah, man. Thank you for being in here, bro. Usually, bro. I swear to God. Yes, definitely going riding tomorrow. The chat is like so fun. Like during the day when I do the chats, and LA comes in here and fucking woke 1984 and Meg P and Princess and all that shit. And it's funny because they just pick on me while I'm riding my bike and shit. Like he's gonna fall in a ditch at any second. Okay. Anyway, come back tomorrow. It'll be more fun. Today was an off day. Apparently, I don't know. I wasn't even. I had the one broadcast I wanted to do, and then I had the other one was just echoes, and then TWiz came in the end. Anyway, yeah. I guess I probably should. Now I have to put away all my gear that I pulled out to show Jeff. So, but yeah, okay. Oh, I'll definitely see you tomorrow and rock on. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Yeah, unless I see you in the chat or whatever. So that's cool. And then yeah, I should be able to find out about that job tomorrow. I'm stoked to have a little extra cash. So, anywho.